So welcome back. In this video, we want to create this user_activation.php file inside our user folder, because this is the file that will be displayed once the user clicks on this link, and these messages will be displayed depending, or the messages we are going to create will be displayed depending on whether the user successfully activated his account or not. So the first thing, let's go to our user folder and create this file called user_activation.php. So inside our user folder, we create a new file and we call it user_activation.php. Now, the next thing is to add the HTML tags. So we add our HTML tags and we put the title, so user activation. Then the next thing is we want the same codes inside the header that we have in our index.php. So we go to our header at the top, we copy all of this, even including the CSS file. We copy all of this, then we go back user activation, then we paste. So we paste this. Then another thing we need to do is we need to copy the navbar, because we want it to have the same navbar. So we copy this navbar here, then we paste the navbar inside the body. So this user_activation will have the same navbar as this. Now, having this, the next thing we want to do, we just want to add a div with class container. It's just going to have a button. For now, it will have a button whereby after the user activates his account, click on the button, it will take them to the index page where they can click on the login tab to log in. And also, when we add the PHP code, an alert message will be displayed telling the user that his account has been verified successfully. So for now, we just add a div with class container. Now inside that div with class container, we add a row. So we add a row, and inside this row we just put a text that can say to the user, click on the button below to go to login page. So we have this, or we can just allow this to go to the, or just use small letters. Let's leave it the way it is for now. Login page. Then also we want to add the class in which we created sub_msg that will allow this to appear at the center. Then the next thing is, because this text will be displayed at the center, then the next thing is we add another div with class row, then add a div with class row as well. Now this first div we have here, we have a class of sign up. That is the class we created that has a border. So this div with class row will display a border because of this sign up class we have here. Then the next thing is we add the h3 tag. Then inside the h3 we're going to include a link. So the link will take the user to the index page. So it's going to take the user to the index page. Then we can add click here to login. So when they click on this link, it will take them to the index.php page. Then another thing is, inside this tag we want to add a class, that is a button class. So say btn primary. So this is the bootstrap class that will be, or that is added to this link. It will be displayed as a button. Now one more thing before we see how this looks on the browser, we need to add a style. Or before we add a style, let's just go to the browser, refresh and see how this page looks. Go to our browser, we refresh, and we navigate to user underscore activation dot php. So it will take us to that, and this is how the page looks. But the reason why we are not having any style attached to it is because we have not navigated to the file or the CSS file. We go back to our page, then at the top where we have the CSS, we just go out one directory more. So add 2 dots, then go into the CSS file. We go back, we refresh the page, and now we can see we have the style attached to it. So in the next video, when we start adding the activation PHP code, when the user clicks on the activation link, it will take them to this page, and an alert will be displayed telling the user that the user's email has been activated successfully. That is, the is underscore active value has been updated from 0 to 1. So we're going to work on that in the next video.